Hey everyone, and welcome back to Electronic Box. Today I'm diving into a topic that honestly kinda drives me nuts. Adobe Lightroom. Now, I know a lot of you probably feel the same way I do about Adobe's subscription-only model. It's annoying, right? I hate the fact that we are basically renting our software every single month, even if you don't have work the same month. But there is a catch. Even though I can't stand the business model of Adobe, Lightroom is still really hard to replace. Let's talk about that. Lightroom just works. You've got all the tools right there: exposure, contrast, shadows, highlights, selective edits, masking, you name it. The interface is intuitive, and the performance is absolutely solid. When you slide those sliders, the image updates instantly, crisp and clear. That responsiveness makes it easy to fine-tune and edit without second-guessing every adjustment. Write that somewhere. Now, let's talk about DxO PhotoLab 8. On paper, it sounds like a Lightroom killer, right? Well, I actually love the DxO Nick collection, great tools for sharpening and creative effects, but when it comes to PhotoLab itself, it's a totally different story. Every time I move a slider, the preview goes super blurry. It's like you are editing through a foggy window. Sure, it eventually sharpens up, but that constant lag makes it almost impossible to get a real-time feel for your edits. I mean, what's the point of a high-end RAW editor if you can't even see what you are doing in real time? It's beyond frustrating. I'm using the 30-day trial version, and when I saw that huge problem that no one mentioned anywhere, I've decided to write to the support team of PhotoLab. I wrote the following. I'm considering purchasing a license for PhotoLab 8. However, I have found a real problem. During my first day of trial, every time I'm trying to move any slider, the picture becomes blurry. And after a while, it comes back to life again. This is terrible. I can't use it properly. For example, how to use it for sharpening and contrast while it becomes blurry instead of sharp. Total disaster. Is there a way to solve that? No matter how many Lightroom alternatives I'm trying, this happens all the time. Only Lightroom works in real time and smoothly. However, I will not subscribe to Adobe in this life. Please help. I can bet that you love my message to PhotoLab team, but even more interesting and spectacular is their response. I was shocked. Listen to what they had to say. Hello, Nikolai. Thank you for your message and for evaluating DxO PhotoLab 8. What you are experiencing is actually expected behavior. When you make adjustments, such as moving sliders, PhotoLab initially displays low-resolution preview to provide quicker visual feedback. Once the full resolution processing is completed, in the background, then the high-quality image is displayed. This allows you to interact with the software more fluidly, without long delays. That said, if the delay between the low-resolution and full-resolution render feels excessive, it may still be helpful to look at your system, performance, or GPU settings. We are here to help if you have any other questions or concerns. Kind regards. Oh my god. Such a bullshit is the support. My PC has Intel i7, 64 gigs of RAM, and NVIDIA GTX 1070 Ti. With the same PC, Lightroom and On1 Photo RAW don't have such expected behavior, but only PhotoLab suffers from this phenomenon. So guys, don't let companies fool you. Fight for your rights. And don't waste your money, at least on this software, because you will be disappointed for real. Then there is On1 Photo RAW. And here's the thing, On1 doesn't have that blurry preview problem. When you move a slider, the change is immediate. The image stays sharp, at least in my case, so you can see exactly what's happening with your adjustments. Plus, On1's got some great features like local adjustments, AI masking, and even layers, which is something Lightroom still doesn't do natively. On1 is actually a lot closer to being a Lightroom replacement than DxO PhotoLab is, at least in my own opinion. The performance is snappy, and the layout feels, let's say, intuitive once you get used to it. Honestly, if you're looking for an alternative, On1 is the one I'd recommend over DxO, no question. So, here's the bottom line. I hate that Adobe make us pay monthly for Lightroom. It's a total cash grab. I am 100% Adobe hater, and I will not pay for their subscription. Actually, for this video I'm using a friend's PC to show the comparison. However, if today they priced Lightroom at $199, even for just one actual version, I will buy it immediately. Also, Lightroom is still the gold standard for RAW editing, especially when it comes to performance and preview quality. DxO PhotoLab 8 might be a no-go for serious work, at least until they fix that blurry slider nonsense. On1 Photo RAW, that's actually pretty solid and worth checking out if you're looking to kick Adobe to the... What do you think? Have you tried DxO or On1? Let's get the conversation going. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you like this video, give a thumbs up and consider subscribing for a more honest takes on photo editing software. Here is the place where we show the truth. Catch you in the next one. Peace.